This is Reality Dispatch, written by Jim Mintz.
New York City.
Coming up on Good Morning, is what you eat killing you faster? Our experts weigh in on the superfoods debate and the ones you should avoid at all costs, Katrina said with a smile under the tungsten lights of the Times Square studio. The lights went dark as the power cut like a blade throughout the room. Wow, what happened? She asked, breaking character. Yeah, we're out, confirmed Mike, the floor manager. Blackout. Citywide? Not sure. Might just be us.
Westchester.
The Democrats are crying into their cereal today as the news reverberates worldwide that they will not be. The lights went dark in the studio as FN News presenter Michael Jalud read the now black auto cue. What happened? Rick, are we out? There was silence amongst the crew. I think so.
Los Angeles.
The avenues of laptops line the Los Angeles Times as reporters swerve from cubicle to cubicle in a race to meet their deadlines. It was midnight, but the newsroom was full. Georgina ran to her desk to update her approved article. Sorry, she said as she passed Pat, the cleaner, who was perturbed at the excess bodies interfering with his night cleaning routine. She reached the workstation and punched down on the keypad numerous times. She panicked as she could not upload her article. Robin, she yelled, the front page is down. Robin arrived with her glasses lowered over her nose. What do you mean? I mean, look, the fucking front page is down. Merv just approved my copy, and it needs to go live now. It needed to go live 3 minutes ago. Don't panic, just... Robin attempted to refresh the display to no avail. An error message persisted on a blue screen. Permission denied protocol 13228.
St. Petersburg.
Mikhail addressed the staff in the boardroom. Okay, by way of update, we don't know how the entire network had gone down. There are reports, via text message, mind you, that this is a global issue affecting multiple news outlets. He began. Should we update social media? Katiana asked. Impossible. That too is down. What about Twitter? X. Yes. X. Everything is down, Mikhail said. YouTube? Everything. TikTok? Are you not listening to me? Mikhail yelled. The boardroom erupted. Everything is down, worldwide. Everything is offline. No one can communicate, he explained. That's not true. I can talk to my family on WhatsApp, Katiana said. Okay, so messenger services work. But anything resembling news or social media is down and offline, and we cannot get a handle on why this is happening worldwide because, again, news and social media is offline. So what do we tell our readers?
Hong Kong.
Fong woke up on his couch and grabbed his phone to turn off the alarm. He had snoozed an extra 5 minutes that merged into 10. Now he was late. Still, he wanted to check the headlines and wake his brain up in the usual ways. He scanned the Daily Mail as per routine, but the site was loading at a slow and laborious rate. All that would appear after a prolonged 5 minutes was the logo, and nothing underneath. He switched over to the Herald. Same outcome. He made a brew of coffee as he adjusted his tie in the kitchenette. He asked his smart speaker to play the news of the local radio station, to which the speaker agreed. Only, nothing emerged. There was a blank silence. He instructed the speaker to play the radio once more, to which it happily agreed. Silence. Confused, he wondered if there was an error with the playback, so he instructed the speaker to play Beethoven's Fifth Symphony instead. The music flowed out of the digital speakers and filled the walls with grace and beauty. Fong decided to allow the music to continue without interruption of the news and opinions of the world as he exited his apartment.
Sydney.
Claudia sat in her Jeep on the M5 and was amazed at the speed at which her car was able to breeze through the lanes. She switched on the pre-programmed stations and was met with rock anthems, classics, and other pop assortments as she flicked through them with her left hand on the dial and her right on the steering wheel. She made the dial turn to the news and talkback stations to get a sense of what could be fueling the ease with which her commute was undergoing. Radio silence ran through the speakers. It was not that the radio was not operational, for the music had played as clearly as any other occasion. A faint whistle flowed through the speakers beneath the steering wheel, where the talkback radio usually emitted. She sipped her coffee in silence as she drove on.
Gandhinagar.
Manpreet filled the box to his left with one hand as he flicked through Spotify to get the latest Rogan episode. The thumbnail displayed what the interview was, but nothing played through his AirPods. "Manpreet, wake up," said the line manager as he put his phone back in his pocket and restocked the box with the bathroom items intended. As 15 minutes passed and his rest break was due, he looked over his phone once more to reignite the podcast. Again, the thumbnail display sold the program contents to him, but nothing would play through his headphone speakers. Nothing but a digital wind. He switched over to his music instead and listened to his favorite playlists until his shift was complete. He left work with a straighter back and a happier outlook. That evening, he went for a run through the local park to rekindle his lost ambition to seek fitness in his life.
Four weeks had passed since the blackout. No one could understand the mechanics that led to the inability of all media outlets to relay a message to their audience. The digital sickness was not isolated to social media or news companies. Anyone who attempted to use so much as a megaphone to outline an opinion was suddenly and swiftly dealt with due to a variety of unexplained events that would befall them. There were whispers of preachers in the streets being struck down by lightning bolts on sunny days, podcasters who attempted to use their phones to record conversations only for their devices to explode mid-sentence and wreak havoc on the faces of those not accustomed to broken shards of glass sprayed in their directions. More weeks passed. The world accepted the new normal that a malignant force was acting as an agent to stop the transmission of opinion and baseless conversation.
Manchester.
Kelly woke to the sound of her daughter playing the cello that was on loan from her school. She hadn't heard that sound in the house before. She made her way downstairs to see the look of determination outlined in the closed eyes of her face. The girl was lost in the ambience that only a concentrated effort could evoke. Kelly allowed herself to enjoy the moment too. Bach, Cello Suite, number 1-1 in G major prelude. There were 15 minutes until the school bell rang, but the seriousness and urgency of the day didn't give way to the need to accept and listen to this moment. The moment would pass, and all that would be left of it would be a dwindling memory. She didn't want that. She wanted to savor it. Her daughter, who knew that her mother now shared the space with her, wanted the same. Kelly took a drink of orange juice from the fridge and sipped the cold liquid down her throat. For the first time in her life, she tasted the richness of the fruit and the qualities that it possessed in each and every fiber. She had never known such detail before. She submitted herself further to its taste as the sound swerved to that of Eric Sardi and continued to flow. She breathed in the air that had never felt fresher. A weight had been lifted, an unseen weight.